today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey,
seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the Jets about set to go here on the offensive side for the first time, and leading them out, Charles, the number 2 overall pick in this April's draft. It's Zach Wilson out of BYU.
On first down, Wilson. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss, Elijah Moore. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson over the middle, complete. That's Davis. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Wilson.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Now come the Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and 3rd with Tennessee.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 19 carries, 76 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. First down carry for Henry. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tannehill.
Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end Ferkser.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd and 2, Tannehill.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 39. 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Good throw there to start this second possession, maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we got to get him settled. It's not easy after you've thrown a pick six. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. And it's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Tannehill. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
All right, just call the call. We're going to play. Come on now.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's Bullock now for the Titan field goal.
This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell that.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And the Titans getting set to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
To throw again on second down. Tannehill toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. To throw is Tannehill. Jones has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 8. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Tannehill on third down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but then may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Come on, baby. We got to do our job. We got to do our job, man.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. From the 10-yard line, here's second and goal. Now Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's Tannehill. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A very costly sack there on third and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on fourth.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. So first and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Here's second and a yard. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. On first down, Wilson. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Swift. Swift's got the first down and then some.
And he's finally down at the 21-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
That's on the rookie first-round pick, Elijah Vera Tucker.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now Wilson. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Swift will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do.
He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to bounce that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again here, Wilson.
He'll get this to Coleman.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit, but first let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We begin with the big matchup of the weekend. Andy Reid's current and former squads. Kansas City taking on Philadelphia. And it's the Chiefs who are out in front as they move towards halftime. The Chiefs trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And Jones has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that'll
It'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now it's Tannehill. He'll get this complete to Batson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. From the 45 on second down, Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. Again, Tannehill. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now hang tight here following the play. Still down on the ground is A.J. Brown. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now it's 2nd and 9. They're running the jet sweep with Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Bullock's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Jets now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Wilson. This one caught by Crowder. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Play action. It's Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39.
Corey Davis, of course, 4 years with these Tennessee Titans. They decided not to pick up his 5th-year option, so he left for the Jets. Even though he's coming off statistically his best season as a pro, just short of 1,000 yards on 65 catches in his final season with Tennessee.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a carry for Swift.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run with Bawden. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tannehill. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Tannehill throwing again. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Defense. Hey, we gonna do what we do.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. A give to Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Tannehill. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Sheldon Rankins able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. Tannehill going to throw for it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but People that can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. On the catch, it's Crowder. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, that's complete as he goes right back to Crowder.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, Swift.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Here's Wilson.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Tannehill. He's going to let this one go deep.
And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Out of the gun, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. And gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
So now Tannehill and the Titans down by 12. A minute 16 remaining. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order.
Throwing Tannehill. Open man is Fitzpatrick.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they
they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tannehill.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far in 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
One last throw here for Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure